what's good, what's blessed, and what's absolutely not. Welcome back to Earth is Ghetto, the podcast where we say the quiet part out loud and then laugh so we don't scream. I'm your host, Love, and today is Monday, February 2nd. Before we get into the mess, quick pause because it's Black History Month, and we're not skipping that. Today's Black History Fact. In 1926, historian Carter G. Woodson launched Negro History Week, which later evolved into Black History Month. Translation? We didn't ask for a seat at the table. We built the table, labeled it, and made it permanent. Period. Now today's episode is stacked. We're getting into entertainment. Who's winning, who's flopping, and who needs to log off? Then we'll hit the news, because the world stays world-ing, and somebody has to talk about it. And of course, we're ending with inspiration, because even in the ghetto of Earth, growth is still mandatory. So grab your coffee, your tea, or your emotional support snack. Let's get into it, because Earth is ghetto, but we're still showing up.
What's up, y'all? Happy Monday. Chatisha came through today with her little Black History fact. She did good. I didn't have to correct her, which is shocking, but we got it done. How are y'all doing? How was y'all weekend? My weekend was cool. I did a lot. It was my son's birthday and friend's birthday. I left the house a lot of times, way more than I normally would, but it was fine. It was socialization. We love that. Other than that, y'all, what did I do this weekend? Like I said, celebrated my son, went to a birthday, went to the gym. I was on a struggle bus at the gym. I wanted to shut it down, but I thugged it out, man. But today was not an easy day at all. But other than that, let's hop into the news. There's lots of news. The Grammys was yesterday. We got some fashions and all that. Let's see here. Let's see. Don Lemon, he was at the Grammys. It seemed like this is the same suit Don had on when he got out of jail. It looked like the same suit. Paris Hilton was there. Lance Hunt. Heidi Klum in this dress. She could barely walk in it. And I know she does a lot for fashion, but that was just... Tiana Taylor never disappoints. The girl can do no wrong. There's a measles case in Disneyland confirmed as officials issued exposure warning. Chaka Khan and her daughter hit the red carpet at the Grammy. She was wearing Christian Siriano. Chaka looks good. A winter storm turned Atlantic Beach of North Carolina white as snow, which reached the shoreline. Yeah, North Carolina getting snow, y'all. The Voice contestant, I cannot pronounce her name, but she sadly passed away at 26 after being bit by a snake in her sleep. Man, where was she living at? That's messed up. Justin Bieber and his wife wore their Ice Out pins at the 2026 Grammys. It looked good. Floridians are gathering frozen iguanas by the armload as frigid temperatures leave them paralyzed. The best new artist was Olivia Dean. I was like, I don't know any of these people. I gotta go listen to this music. People compared Heidi's outfit to this chicken, which is funny. The Clips and Pharrell all wore matching outfits. Okay, outfit. Aura V, do not know this little girl. She became the youngest credited Grammy winner. I don't know this little girl. Joni Mitchell sparkles on the carpet at the Grammys. I'm thinking this is... I don't know. Feel like that's her. The best traditional blues album, Ain't Done with the Blues, Buddy Guy. Latifah looked really good. She always looks good though. But this outfit is just perfect. This is something I will wear, honey. Because you won't get not one cellulite or no arm fat. Like, this is a perfect outfit. I love it. Steven Spielberg achieves EGOT status after landing his first Grammy. Whataburger will be giving away free honey butter chicken biscuits on February 4th. I didn't know they had chicken biscuits. Beautiful Strangers by Mavis Staples wins Best American Roots Performance at the Grammys. Best Jazz went to Samara Joy. Do not know her. Some dude named Youngblood accepts a Grammy for Best Rock Performance. Don't know him. Shabuzi wins his first Grammy. And there was a lot of collisions in North Carolina. Christian Menifee wins the special election for a vacant Deep Blue House seat in Houston. Ryan Coogler is now a Grammy winner. Chris Brown arrived at the red carpet with his son. One thing about Chris, his DNA is strong. All his kids look alike. Tyla won her Grammy for Best African Performance. Leon Thomas accepts his third Grammy. I don't even know none he sing either. I'm so out of the loop, man. Doche wins her Grammy for Anxiety. Kalani won 2 Grammys. Kendrick Lamar officially ties Jay-Z for the most Grammy wins by a rapper with 25. There's a study saying that people are too broke to break up. More Americans than ever stand in relationships because they can't afford to move or be single. That's why you don't get yourself in that bind, because no, baby. They're saying that allegedly Harvey Levin is named in the Epstein files and TMZ has yet to address it. People were passing around Jarrell Miller's toupee and putting it on. They was like, how does we start our Black History Month with this woman wearing this man's hair? Snoop Dogg's granddaughter passed away at 10 months. And this is when his toupee got knocked off. Good thing he won this fight. I still don't know what made him even wear this thing. And he posed with it and everything. Clean off. Somebody said yet another Microsoft product full of viruses. Bill Gates was allegedly in the Epstein list. And he was asking Epstein for some antibiotics because he gave his wife allegedly an STD. Just a mess. Lamont passed away. This is one of the Lamont moments on I'll probably get a copyright strike for this, but let's see.
Get out of my way! What's the matter? Let me at her! Let me at her! Her behind is man!
One thing about Esther, she knew how to pray, honey. If you don't know nothing about the Bible, listen to Esther. She quotes all them scriptures. A 92-year-old woman earns her 4th college degree and plans for a 5th. Somebody said she not paying back them student loans. That's the time to get every degree you want, because you ain't paying that back. The earliest known handheld wooden tools used by our early human ancestors around 430,000 years ago have been uncovered by researchers at an archaeological site in Greece. Melania's documentary gets hate from critics and praise from audience. I think it got like a 7% on the Rotten Tomatoes thing. 80 years ago, the first Las Vegas buffet opened with a $1 Western-themed Buckaroo buffet that offered cold cuts and cheese. Today, visitors can drop $175 on luxury buffets with lobster tail, prime rib, and limitless drinks. But you can get that same thing. You used to could get that same thing in Vegas. Kerry Washington is 49. Lots of birthdays this week. Missy Elliott looking good at 54. This girl went viral for showing off her skating skills. I feel like I could have did that when I was a kid. Now it would never happen. More than 200 people unalived in a mine collapse in Congo. The Grand Slam bankruptcy takes a toll on struggling runners. That's messed up, man. Imagine training all that year and think you gonna get paid and ICE is offering a $10 million reward for El Chapo's son, who is the leader of the Sinaloa cartel. Ivan and his three brothers, known as the Chapitos, inherited the drug trafficking network El Chapo. 52 children have passed away of the flu so far this season, the CDC reported Friday, seemingly putting pediatric unaliveness on track to outpace last season's record high. Oprah lifting weights at 72. Go Ofrey. Oprah gives me hope because the way I was feeling at the gym the other day. 76ers forward Paul George has been suspended for 25 games for violating the league's anti-drug policy. Michael Watts, the producer who founded Swishahouse and helped propel Houston's Chopped and Screwed, passed away at 52. Brandy and her daughter Sarai last night at the Recording Academy Honors. She looks really cute, but people say she like Brandy, but that girl looks just like her daddy. 4 journalists in total. AG Pamela Bondi announced the arrest of Don Lemon, Georgia Ford, Trey Hearn, Gene Cruz, and Jamal Lundy. Interesting. They all have something in common. Grammys fixed a 27-year mistake and award Eve for her contribution on a Roots song, You Got Me. And this is a alleged Bill Gates asking Jeffrey Epstein for antibiotics for his wife Melinda, with documents claiming it followed an STD he reportedly contracted from Russian girls. Florida nurse gives up license after saying he won't perform anesthesia on MAGA patients. Student organizers called for walkouts and protests across the United States on Friday. And they're saying Pusha T and Jay-Z's name appeared on the Epstein files. Now, they're saying that it was submitted by anonymous tip. It wasn't actually on the files. I don't know. Judge rules that Luigi Mangione should not face the Smith penalty in his federal charges. Catherine O'Hara, the beloved Home Alone and Beetlejuice and so many other shows, passed away at 71. She has some kind of rare heart condition. We talked about Don Lemon being arrested. He's out. These 6 inmates had escaped from Louisiana, but they all been caught. A Democratic member of the FCC said on Thursday that Trump is threatening major broadcast networks by issuing new guidance on equal time rules for late night talk show hosts. The parent company of several restaurant chains, including Johnny Rockets Fatburger, filed for bankruptcy this week. I used to love me some Johnny Rockets. Every time I went to Miami, I would get some. But they probably struggling down there. I know that rent is not cheap. Let's see what else is going on. So Bad Bunny wins Album of the Year. Luther Vandross won another Grammy, but SZA, they got it for their song with Kendrick. They paid tribute to D'Angelo and Roberta Flack on the 2026 Grammy stage. But what about Angie Stone, though? Michelle Williams. Justin Bieber performed his little song. You know he ain't gonna have no shirt on. I want to play this Olivia Dean song, but I don't feel like getting a strike for it. But one day I'm going to have to listen and see what is this lady saying. Summer Walker had her little outfit on. Trevor Noah. Jamie Foxx. I like the hat. I mean, the whole outfit. I like the ensemble. I could get behind it. That's, what's his name? And Bad Bunny. Yo Gotti. Chloe, she looks really good. The Gaga was there. The Gaga. What's the girl name? Miley Cyrus. Ari Lennox. Yeah, Chappelle Roan, she was out here. She was out here in her little outfit. Dolce, her dress was cute. DeVito. Skepta. And Friday. I only know DeVito for sure. And I gotta figure out who Olivia Dean is. That'll be my mission. And Christy Sarah. Oh, that's the little YouTube influencer. Arya Starr and Janae from Love Island. Coco Jones. Her outfit was cute. Sinners won for best soundtrack. Bloom, do not know this boy, but he won for best progressive R&B album. I'm like so out of the loop on all these people. Cynthia Erivo and Ariana won for best duo performance. FK Twigs. This girl, I thought that was Doja Cat. Moneybag Yo. Alright. Let's get into our tickety talk, see what we got.
Workers thought I was gay. And I was like, it's the short hair, isn't it? And the fact that I'm fat. Because if I was fat with long hair, that somehow looks less gay. So simultaneously, they think I'm 19, period, and gay. I found out today that all my coworkers...
I'm going to teach you how to pick up girls in a parking garage of all places. Try this #1 tested tip next time you see a cutie walk into her car.
Somebody said you need to be closer. You were too far away. And don't forget your mask.
I just seen a dude make a Facebook status, and he said what it irks him the most is when a woman puts on their bra through the front way, clasp it in the front, and then spin the bra around and then put it on. Bitch, how do you put on your bra then?
The fact that he made that post, he set himself up for failure.
No. I already? You gotta hit a run up. They call me.
You have to run up, bro.
I am gonna run up, bro. Simone Boyle. Simone Seafood Boyle. That's for you.
And then they gonna have a Simone Seafood Boy.
No.
Okay, so y'all, please tell me why I just got out of jail for kidnapping a homeless person. This is so crazy. So I try not to judge a book by its cover, but some homeless people, they be violent and stuff, and I was just trying to help. So You know, they've been sending alerts in Nashville about the shelters and everything to send people to homeless shelters or whatever. So I had seen this homeless man and he was real cold, but he looked scary. Like he did. He looked scary. And I had just came from a road trip from New Orleans with my sister. So I had just dropped them off and it was just me. So I was like, okay, I gotta save this man. Like I can't just let him be out here in the cold, you know. Like I done called ambulance and stuff for homeless people before, and it took them forever to come. You call the police on them, they don't even take it serious or whatever. So I'm like, sir, would you like to go to a homeless shelter? He was like, yes. So I was like, okay, I can't let him in my car because I'm scared. Like, what do I do? So I had a pillow and a blanket in my trunk. So I asked him, I was like, I can keep you warm. I got food. If you don't mind, I'm going to put you in the trunk until we pull up at the shelter. Yeah, my trunk is big. My car is brand new. It ain't like a trunk. You know, a trunk is a trunk, but still, hear me out. So I pull up at the homeless shelter, and the whole time I got the radio down, I'm talking to this man. He's like, he's fine. You know, he can breathe. He's fine. I'm like, you just let me know. You knock on the thing, I will pull over and let you out. Like, for real. We pull up at the homeless shelter. Tell me why it was 2 policemen across the street, but they were just sitting in their car, like patrolling, just sitting there or whatever. I open the trunk and the man get out. Tell me why they cut the lights on. I'm like trying to explain to them that the man got in the trunk willingly. I didn't put him in the trunk. And I took him to help him get out the cold and fed this man and everything. Y'all, they put me in handcuffs, took me to jail, and arrested me. I have a kidnapping charge. And I tried to help. So I just need to know, like, is there anything I can do? Like,
Ma'am, you should have just put him in an Uber, maybe. I don't know.
It looks like a guy went down right there. Bet he looks real stupid right now. Freaking idiot. It looks like...
Hey, Mom! On your phone, on Bumble, it said that Brandon sended you a message. Yes, it did. It had a picture of a hive. You know, that's a video.
It be your own kids embarrassing you. Like, this lady up here fighting for her life, and she gonna announce the whole thing. Funny. And then there was that other song. They say I'm hopeless, like a penny with a hole in it. It's like, we was really grooving to these songs.
Yes, I pay bills, but you have to be on Section 8. If you're rent $2,200, I can't do nothing for you. I'm not gonna lie. You're gonna have to get the hell on.
Bruh said, if your rent $200 and below, I can help you. Who put this lady up to this?
Parents always be saying, oh, I've been there, done that. Nigga, you ain't never had to catfish grown-ass men on Tinder. Y'all just trying to get $100. You get something off DoorDash. Having a sweet talk to them. You receiving meat pics and all that. You know what I'm saying? You guys never been through that shit, bro. You know, hey, come on, bro. Parents always...
I mean, he got a point. These new age kids is on a different type of struggle.
Oh, I'm so glad to be home. You know what I'm about to do?
Yeah.
I'm about to rip your panties off. Don't get excited. They just starting to chafe.
I mean, comedy, but to what extent?
It's January 78. I froze my dick off walking from the office to the car. I'm tired because the sun goes down at 5 o'clock. I can't wait for it to not be fucking cold outside. It's frigid. It's January 78.
No, this is what you call frigid. This is when you would use that word, for real.
When I stop that motherfucker Stepmaster, I don't need 8 more steps to go. I need that bitch to stop. when I click it. I don't know what the fuck they got going. They need to get that shit together.
No, this is foreshadowing because I saved this video like the other day, and it's literally like, don't keep rolling. When I put stop, just stop. Don't make me have to take another step. It'd be that serious when it's time to halt.
Been at war with a mouse for 3 months. His body was identified at 7:53 a.m. How'd you do it, Zach? How'd you fight against nature and win? Simple. Had to get into the mind of the little motherfucker. Covered myself in peanut butter and crawled across my kitchen floor for 14 hours straight. He didn't stand a chance.
Don't. When you gotta get a critter out your house, you gotta get serious. This man is on to something.
Turn the TV down. Get this stuff up off this floor. Fix your face. You hungry? Put some clothes on. I'm gonna run to Popeyes real quick. And them shoes you were showing me last week, show me how to get on the internet so I can get them for you. You heard what I said? Fix your face if I give you a reason to look like that. Get up, put your clothes on. Get that stuff up off this floor.
That is hilarious.
No stain, no stain, go game. No stain, no stain, go game. It was an old lady about to go wash her sheets. She called me over and she said to me, this laundry soap here what I be on. I wouldn't waste my time telling you nothing wrong. See, it smelled like some flowers after sun and some rain. A little bit detergent wash a whole lot of things. If you learn the secret that I'm trying to give, longer and better clothes you will have. No stains, no stains, go game. No stains, no stains, go game.
He had the hit. No stains. No stains. No stains. Go gang, go gang, go gang. And then slap.
So I heard some of you niggas was in a tizzy that we don't want to live with you niggas. Last night, matter of fact, this morning, I woke up. I was in the mood for lunch. I ordered Miami sub naked. I was a little busy. I ordered Miami subs. I ate chicken in my bed with fries. And then I got up. I left the plate on my bed and went to work. Because I work in the living room. And then I got to it on my lunch. Because if I was living with a nigga, I would have had to wake up cute. I would have had to wake up cute. And then probably make you something to eat. What do you say? But because I live alone, I was able to scratch my ass and go to my laptop set. Just think. To top that off, it's a couple dishes in there I ain't even washed. And you know when I'm going to get to it? When I feel like, I was finna say when I feel like it, but tomorrow sounds great. Yeah, I holler at that shit tomorrow. Yeah, I don't really feel it. Matter of fact, I'm gonna get off and go to bed. I don't gotta impress a nigga tonight.
My husband, he will do not wake up with a beauty queen, okay?
Hidden Valley Ranch.
Hidden Valley Ranch. Sauce Boss, they will find you. Hidden Valley Ranch will guide you. Hot wings, not without you. Hidden Valley Ranch.
Hidden Valley Ranch.
Hidden Valley Ranch. Love it.
What would you tell yourself in 5 years?
What will I tell myself?
Yeah, like what do you want to tell yourself
if
in 5
I'm
years?
still alive at 91,
yeah,
I want to die.
Happy birthday to you.
Well, thank you very much. I hope this is my last.
Would you like to bring the cake?
And I wonder why I'm living so long. You know, I can't imagine why I'm living so long. She died.
Oh my God.
Oh, God.
Hey, don't. That boy is sitting in the back seat. He's got a little. Shit. What? What?
Granny, what are you doing?
I'm having cookie.
Granny, they're dog treats.
No!
Blow it out.
What the fish you doing?
Oh, fuck! Not a million fucking chicken, motherfucker!
Where you got this chicken from?
I mean, chicken mother. No, some of this is real.
Bitch, when I was at your birthday party, when he came to motherfucking, when Ken first got out of prison, at your album release parties, bitch, when I was at your birthday.
No, this is literally trying to get them to remember him.
These goddamn young hoes can't wait to diagnose new shit. Telling my homegirl, bitch, I gotta keep me some goddamn tweezers on deck for these goddamn hairs under my goddamn chin. She said you got PCOS. No, bitch, that mean I got good PUSS. Get back. I ain't. No. These goddamn young hoes.
Yeah, I don't want to know what's real.
You know milk does a body real good. This kind of love, ooh, it's fine. That's when I told this man, I said, pull that my dress with. What you wanna be called in? Slide up behind me. Keep sitting, baby. You better give me that good loving I've been missing. This what I told him, no. But tonight, kiss me, baby, like you never done. You never done before.
What kind of show she got going on? Hey, 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 Go, Cindy.
To the guy who told me that I needed a double chin reduction, I'm gonna be an adult about this.
Have a good fucking day.
Here are my top 5 ways to avoid getting serial killed. If you need proof they work, look at me. I haven't been serial killed yet. Number 1, do not light up any room that you walk into. What do family and friends always say about victims in true crime documentaries? That they lit up every room they walked into. Huge mistake. You know who can see you better in a well-lit room? Serial killers. Number 2, avoid having any sort of a bright future ahead of you. This is similar to point number 1. They always describe victims as having a bright future ahead of them. Not this guy. I certainly have a future, but no one would describe it as bright. More of a bare minimum of existence type of thing. Number 3, don't be kind to strangers. Seems simple. You interact with less strangers, you're less likely to interact with a serial killer. But it's actually kind of tricky because people tend to overcorrect and become mean, thus increasing your likelihood of just getting regular murdered. So you really got to find that sweet spot right in between. Number 4, don't be popular. Being popular increases your chances of going places, which then increases your chances of being snatched from said places and then duct taped to a water pipe in the basement of an abandoned YMCA. Popularity leads to crushed dreams, young adulthood, male pattern baldness, and being serial killed. Best to avoid it altogether. Finally, number 5, don't live in a small Midwest town. Serial killers seem to fit in seamlessly in small Midwest towns. I mean, Jeffrey Dahmer was known as the local guy that mutilated animals, and it still took them 13 years to catch him.
I mean, really. That is hilarious.
Y'all, I cannot make this shit up. Lyft, Uber, stop getting these African and Haitians jobs and shit they don't know how to drive. He's swerving, going the wrong way. I'm driving the Uber driver car.
Excuse me, please.
I'm driving his car because he don't know how to drive.
Excuse me, have him problem. Excuse me, please.
No.
Please, excuse me.
Because you almost just killed us. I was supposed to be out this car 10 minutes ago. Look, I'm driving the Uber driver car. Like, what? The fuck is wrong with you?
Excuse me, please.
So I'm currently dealing with a very weird, unexpected side effect of my husband having an affair with my brother's wife. For context, if you're new here, my husband had an affair with my brother's wife. He left me to be with her. They currently live together. It's a whole thing. Very dramatic. My husband also stole over $5,000 from me and then called to have my power and my gas shut off when I told the internet that he had an affair and stole $5,000 from me. So you're caught up now. And I want to know from other women who have been cheated on if you have dealt with this, because I find what's happening right now to be wildly unhinged. And so I just need to know if this is common or if this is a unique group of shitty people that I'm dealing with. I don't know. Also, real quick before we jump into it, because I'm sick of people thinking I made this up, this is my husband and my brother's wife. They are dating. I am still married to my husband and my brother is still married to his wife and they are dating. Okay, so basically what's happening is me and my husband did have a group of mutual friends that we played Dungeons and Dragons with. And I thought these people were like my friends, like that they cared about me. We were in a campaign for like 8 years together that I only recently pulled out of because of my husband having an affair. So I couldn't play with him anymore. So these were people that I'm like, okay, they care about me as a person. I've spent weekends with them. We've had so many game days and all this stuff. Like these people are my people. Like they're nice. They're good people. I like. So I at least kind of assumed that when all this happened that they'd at least check on me. They'd be like, whoa, are you okay? I can't believe this happened. Like I assume, I don't expect people to immediately jump to a side and be like, oh, what he did was awful. Like we hate him now or whatever. But like, they do know what happened. They are aware that he had an affair and that he's currently with her. They are aware that he stole that money. I don't know if they were aware about the gas and the power because I'm sure he's not running around telling people about the horrible shit he's doing. But like they were aware at least that he stole this money and that he had an affair. And they just weren't. They were just keeping their distance from me and they were still hanging out with him. And I found that to be odd. So this is where I need to know if this is a common thing. Because I found out today through asking some questions that the reason that this friend group is standing by him and icing me out, like anytime I try to contact them, they don't respond, all this stuff, is because I talked about this on the internet. So essentially the thought process there is we can excuse an affair. We can excuse stealing over $5,000. We can excuse shutting off your power. We can excuse all of that. We can excuse that. But you going on to TikTok and telling people that he did that stuff, you're sick in the head. You're gross, you're mean, and you need to fix your behavior. His behavior, completely acceptable. We're good with that. He's a great guy. He's actually a great guy. We don't care that he had an affair. We don't care that he stole money. We don't care any of that. We do care that you're telling people that he did that stuff though, because it makes him look bad, and that's not okay, Caitlin. So that's why none of us are your friend anymore. So, like, is this common? I know it is common for when
Caitlin, you're talking about a Dungeons and Dragons group not accepting real life issues. That's your whole answer right there. All right, y'all, that's the show. Inspirations on the way. Y'all stay blessed. I'll be back tomorrow.
Person isn't going to say, I'm uncomfortable with your growth. They're going to say, you changed. Like, an offended person is not going to say, I don't want to mature. They're going to say, this is just the way I am. An An offended person is not going to say, man, that sermon convicted me. It exposed the hypocrisy in my heart. They're going to say, it's just something different about that church. I don't like it. Something just ain't sit right. He didn't have a suit on either. I ain't coming back. When you walk around carrying offense, please hear me. Accountability feels like judgment. Correction feels like an attack. And compliments cause suspicion. As you walk around carrying this offense, and Satan loves it. He loves it because he knows the Bible. And he knows in Hebrews chapter 12, verse 6, the text tells us, for the Lord disciplines the one he loves, and he chastens every son whom he receives. So watch this. The correction is proof of sonship, not a rejection. The correction is proof that you're his. It's not rejection. So if I can get them to be offended by every form of correction, they'll never embrace the love of God. They'll never surround themselves by loving people. They'll surround themselves with lustful people. Love when you walk around offended. Hear me, family. Offense is strategic and calculated. It doesn't just hurt your feelings. It hijacks your future. And you and I can't afford anymore to outsource our mind to resentment. If God is correcting you, that means he loves you. If God is sharpening you, this means you're being prepared for something. Offense is not just emotional, it is spiritual sabotage. By what authority are you doing these things? This question is not theological, it's territorial. Jesus pivots this whole conversation. John's baptism, was it of heaven origin or human origin? Because you know that John the Baptist, his call was of heaven origin. And if his call was of heaven origin, this must mean I'm from heaven origin. But that's what offended people do. They don't want to admit the truth. This is how you could be arguing with the person, make a whole solid point, and they just say, you know what, forget it. Because offended people don't like to admit, you got me. You got me. And Jesus is so smart. He does this all throughout his ministry tenure, where he could discern a conversation that's really a trap. He does it when they ask him about the taxes. He does it in John chapter 8 when they brought to him this woman that was caught in the act of adultery. They are constantly trying to find a way to discredit him because they're offended by him.
I was dead and now I'm alive, not because of anything I've done, but because everything he's done. God is going to provide.
And he's on the brink, the corridor of saving humanity. And I want to encourage somebody who's in a place where you're tired of being in the corridors of life. You're tired of being in the corridors of transition. Did you not study your Bible and see that the Lord does his greatest wonders in the middle? It wasn't when the children of Israel got over to Canaan where they saw the Red Sea crack. He did it in the corridors of the transition because he does his miracles along the way. The woman of the issue of blood, she didn't get her healing once Jesus got to Jairus' house. She got the healing while Jesus was on the way to Jairus' house in the middle of the corridors, because God is notoriously known for doing wonders when you're right in the middle. The 10 lepers and the water turning the wine, that didn't happen all of a sudden. It happened as they went to the host, as they went to the priest, because God has a resume of doing his wonders when you're in the corridors, right in the middle. And so if anybody finds himself in the middle of something, you should begin to praise God, because that's the blueprint of him about to show off and show a wonder in your life. This is not for everybody. This is for those of us who are in the middle. Those of us, I'm not there and I'm not there. I'm right here in the hallway. I'm right here in the corridor. I'm right at the midpoint. I haven't got all the revelation yet, but I know I'm not who I used to be. I'm not who I want to be, but right here, God is setting up a blueprint to do the miraculous. You works best while you're in the middle. Jesus exposes the trap. So I want to help us. How do you discern the trap? Number one, notice the timing. For traps, notice the timing. Traps arrive at corridors, crossroads, promotions, right when you're on the brink, right when you're discouraged. There's an acronym my seminary professor gave me called HALT. Whenever you're hungry, whenever you're alone, whenever you're lonely, and whenever you're tired. HALT. Don't make a decision when you're hungry, not for food, but for affirmation. Whenever you're angry, be quiet. Lonely, be careful who texts you. Tired, be careful what you surf, bro. Matthew 4, verse 2. After fasting 40 days and 40 nights, he was hungry. The tempter came to him. Notice the timing. After he was hungry. That's when the enemy strives. Somebody say, notice the timing. Number two, watch for flattery. It's a trap disguised as affection. Proverbs 29, verse 5. Those who flatter their neighbor are spreading a net for their feet. You don't need everybody to compliment you. God gave you enough compliments. You the head, not the tail. Above and not beneath. Blessed going in, blessed coming out. No weapon shall prosper. Learn his affirmations. Maybe that's a homework assignment for somebody. Make you a whole affirmation list of what God said about you. So the next time he say you cute, or they say, oh, we can hire you because of your talent, you can recognize, listen, I'm the value factor. Number three, public pressure. The Pharisees kept using crowds when they were trying to trap Jesus. The woman caught in the act of adultery, calling Jesus Beelzebub, interrupting his sermons, yelling, crucify him, which caused for Pilate to give in to the loud noise of the crowds. They tried to create a spectacle by the pressure of people. Your discernment will always be low when it goes off the roar of crowds versus the rod and staff of your good shepherd. And this is easily seen in sermons that love crowd reactions more than edifying and teaching the people. Number four, a shortage mentality which promotes haste. A shortage mentality. This means you think God don't have any more. Heaven running out. Haste is the greatest enemy to your discernment. When the only speed you know is urgency, you will always see God's red flags in a blur. So God can say stop, but it's not like this. You don't know what he said. It's not that he's not speaking, you're moving too fast. We'll miss the warnings and the exits. Proverbs 19, verse 2. Desire without knowledge is not good. How much more will hasty feet miss the way? Jesus, so brilliant, so masterful, to where he could discern you're not trying to have a conversation. You're trying to trap me because you're offended by me. Many of us, you're having warfare arguments. You think it's an argument, it's warfare. The enemy doesn't want you to reach the next level. And what I'm concerned about, family, is how many people are holding the banner of Christ. Holding the banner of Christ, but you're emotionally fragile.